you're a seductress, you're always thinking about that. My seduction techniques are powerful. You are meant to walk into a room and people are like, who is this goddess? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, State of Elevate. I'm Samantha, and in today's video, we are talking about one of my most favorite topics. It's none other than seduction. I love talking about seduction because I feel like we use seduction in every aspect of our life. Whether it's getting a job, whether it's if you're in sales, working with clients, whether it's in your love life, whether it's gaining new friends or you're networking, you can use seduction on almost any aspect of your life. So today we're gonna really dive deep. Now I have another video on seduction. I think it's actually my most popular video. It's how to seduce a man without saying a word. That video will be linked down below. So stay to the end on this one, but watch the other video next. And you might be asking, like, Samantha, why do I need to learn seduction tactics? Like, why? Okay, well here's why. You can utilize it for anything in your life, and especially if you're single, which is pretty much what a lot of my videos cover, is single women winning in the dating world, like using our strategy to win and succeed and get what we want out of life and out of a partner. So since I talk a lot about that, it's only fitting that we cover seduction. It's only fitting that we cover this topic. I mean, you're gonna need this. You're gonna wanna have seduction techniques in your tool belt. So today we're really talking about the underbelly of seduction. It's the fundamentals that you need to know in order to seduce. How you're gonna win is by knowing the fundamental techniques. So that's what we're gonna cover today. Just in case you feel like you need to level up and get on your level up game first, do not. The first thing you need to do is learn what we're talking about today. That's number one. That comes before your level up journey. That comes before the makeup and the hair and all that. Because in reality, the things I'm gonna teach you today and the techniques you're gonna learn, you might not even need to do a heavy level up journey, okay? And I say that because my seduction techniques are powerful, okay? So you can start today, learn techniques, and know how to seduce. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go. When you're seducing, the first thing I would suggest is know thyself. You need to know how you look when you walk into a store. When you're waiting in line, how you're looking. The number one thing women ask me is, how do you get men to approach you? The answer is, you need to know, you need to be acutely aware of yourself when you're out and about. Most women don't realize they have resting bee face. So you have to get to know yourself, and there are two ways of doing this. One is a mirror technique, which is always be in the mirror. Stay in the mirror. When you're eating dinner, pull up a mirror next to you. When you're walking, make sure there's a mirror. Make sure you're walking in front of a mirror. Like, how do you walk? How do you walk to your car? How do you open your car door? How do you answer your phone? How do you, talk? Like when you're on the phone talking at the store, how do you look when you're talking? What mannerisms are you making? All these things are gonna be vital, okay? Because these are clues and indicators that you're giving out. These are like signals you give out to people. So when you're on the phone, and I've watched people and I see like some women are on the phone, they're just like, like very masculine, like, girl, yeah, I did that, and then I said that, right? Instead of being like, yeah, really? When you're pleasant, people, even if you're on the phone, will interrupt you and be like, let me introduce myself to her. She seems very pleasant and nice. Versus a girl that's like, I told him not to do that. Why he coming? You don't want to approach that girl. No, you don't want to approach that girl. So when you're doing a lot of these motor skills, like walking, like when you're at the grocery store trying to get the groceries that you need, a lot of times you're not thinking like, oh, I need to be cute, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. You're not thinking about that. You're in the motion. But when you're a seductress, you're always thinking about that. So you either want to do mirrored work where you're evaluating how you look, right? How you walk, how you talk, how you eat, how you play with your hair, just the little nuances. Or you want to record yourself. And the recording is probably a little bit more powerful only because you can keep it, right? You can keep it and reevaluate it and reevaluate it. From doing YouTube, I realized a lot of things that I do, like sniffling. I never knew I sniffled as much. I know I had allergies, right? I had year-round allergies, but I didn't realize I sniffled every 2 seconds. I was like, so by doing the video work, by recording myself, now I realize like, okay, that's not cute running around sniffling, like I'm sniffled my goo. So that's something I gotta work on. I would have never known that if I didn't record myself, right? So recording yourself is very powerful. And what I would say is like maybe your next off day, when you really have a whole day that you can record yourself, record yourself. Record yourself driving. How do you look driving? How do you look eating? How do you look walking and talking, breathing? So when you record yourself, you're able to see some of your mannerisms. So you can quickly change that, because it's always little things, like when you're hunched over like this, or when you're picking your nose and you don't even realize that. Like I have family members that literally will pick their nose and don't even realize they're doing it. They're just so used to just digging up in there. Don't even know they're doing it, and they don't know how it comes off. Like, you come off crazy, ma'am. Stop digging in your nose. That's not, I don't know if you think it's cute. Like it might be cute to be like a little, oh, oopsie. But it's not cute to be like, That's not cute. So you definitely want to implement one of the two. So either the mirrored work, or you want to record yourself, or do a combination of both. Okay. So once you've realized and you've done your evaluation of things that you want to kind of improve on, things that you notice that are like, I didn't know I did that, or oh, I didn't know I had a habit of burping, or didn't know I had a habit of, I flip my hair every 2 seconds, or whatever it is, right? Once you realize your habits that you kind of want to change and make more feminine and more seductive, start implementing that. Start working it every day. And this is why I say for me, this just comes natural, because after you've worked on it, then it just comes natural. It's not something you're gonna have to every day be like, oh, oops, I gotta eat like this. It just comes natural to you, and you start eating real cute, right? You start drinking your water real cute, right? Oh, Steve. You just start getting cute with it. Yes, I would love a trip to Bahamas, a trip to Hawaii. I would love that. Yeah. You get comfortable with it. Comfort is the name of the game. You want to exude confidence. You want to exude sexuality. And this is why the prettiest woman don't always get the prize. It might go to the less pretty girl, because she embodies that sexuality. She embodies the seduction. So the techniques is what you need, not necessarily the best outfit, the best hair, the best look. Once you have the technique, I promise you, men will go crazy. Men crave femininity. So when you start doing the mirrored work, this is what's going to elevate you to the next level of your seduction. When you know just your angles, you have to know your angles. Once you get those down, you're on your way. Practice your mirror work. So the first part that we talked about is going to be our discovery phase. This is where we figure out what we need to work on, how we can be more seductive, what habits can we break and bring new habits to more seductive, sexy, alluring habits. That's part one. Part two is doing the mirrored work, so that way we can evaluate how we can improve. So instead of me having stank bee face like this, every time I go out to the store, I'm gonna smirk. So practice, practice, practice. That's part two. Part three is getting to know thyself even more. So what I would say do spiritual baths or goddess baths, whatever you like to call it, but spiritual or goddess baths, and to do the yoni steams. I have a video on both. I'll link them all down below. These really help you feel like a freaking goddess, especially the goddess bath. I mean, every time I take a goddess bath, when I get out, I'm just like, yes. When the water is just like drizzling on my skin, and you know, I feel the vibrations from the candle and the music, and then I've got my stones and crystals, and the energy is like out of this world. Like I literally get up out of that bath and I feel like my ancestors, from my grandma to her grandma to her grandma, I feel like their energy embodied inside of me. So I would definitely suggest doing one of those. It helps you bring out your confidence. It helps you feel like a woman. When you're doing your yoni steam, you're like, yes. If you don't know what the yoni steam is, it's basically steam going up your yoni. Steam and herbs going up your yoni. And basically that just makes you feel like a woman. It makes you feel feminine and beautiful. It's like a spiritual experience. So I would suggest doing those too because they really help you in getting to know yourself. They really help you boost your confidence. They really help you realize how special you are, a womb carrier, and how special that is. How special and divine you are. And you are meant to walk into a room and show out. You are meant to walk into a room and people are like, who is this goddess? Who is she? I have to have her in my life. I have to know her. I have to be around her. Her energy is so explosive. I need her in my life. Until next time, I'll see you beautiful people later. Bye.